Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Buki. If you're just seeing me for the first time, welcome to my channel. If you've seen me before and you've been on my channel before, thank you for coming back. Thank you for tuning in. And I must say something, big shout out to all my 60 subscribers, okay? Like a really big love from my heart to you for subscribing, okay? 60 subscribers so far. When I tell you the struggle is real, like the struggle is real. I mean, the struggle is real. So for me to have 60 subscribers so far, thank you. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. From my heart to your heart, I say thank you. Thank you for subscribing, okay? Let's just dive right into it. So, I'll be doing something I've never done before, some reviewing foundation, okay? And I say that because I've never been a really big wearer of foundations, okay? When I was growing up as a teenager, or even when I dive right into after my teen years, I didn't really had reasons to wear foundation. At least that's what I thought, until when I started breaking out. Even when I was breaking out really bad on my face, I still didn't wear foundation. I just didn't see the need of wearing foundation until like two years ago or 3 years ago, when a friend of mine gifted me MAC foundation. She gifted me a MAC foundation, and she had not even used it when she bought it. She thought this was for skin shade. And anyway, she gifted me this foundation, and I've been using this for a very long time, up until last 2 weeks ago when I went to the store because I wanted something different, and I bought Fenty. I bought a Fenty foundation in the color 445, color shade 445. Before I went to the store 2 weeks ago, I did a skin test online on the Fenty website, where they let you do a skin tone foundation test. I did one before I went to the store, and the color foundation that supposedly matched my skin tone was 445 and 446. This what Fenty, the one I have, this is what they look like. This is what your foundation looks like compared to MAC that is in the bottle, okay? So I had trouble opening this, okay? That's to let you know that I'm a village girl. Until when something said you have to actually pop it. You have to actually pull it. So I pulled it. Village girl to the core. So we're going to dive right into this. I want to try, let you guys see, at least for my skin tone, see how the colors, how for brown skin people like me, brown skin people like us who struggle with finding the right shade of foundation for our skin tone. And thank you to Fenty for doing this, and of course thank you to MAC, because I've been using this for like 3 years now, and this comes in the color NC 550. I don't know if you guys can see it, and this is in the shade 445. So I'll be trying this and just letting you guys. This is my first time doing this, so pardon me if I make any mistakes. So for the first thing I'll be trying is the MAC. I'll be trying the MAC on this side of my face, and I'll be trying the Fenty on this side of my face. It's finished. This is almost finished, but I know there's some in it. I told you there's some in it. So I'll be using this sponge, and it's new. I just took it out from the bag, and I'll just be see out this. So look at this. This kind of look kind of orangey for my skin tone, which I really did not knew that. And I've been using this for 2 years. It looks kind of orangey, kind of brown like. I don't know if you guys can tell. And I don't know why no one said anything. Like, people are so not nice. Like, I'm that kind of person that I do accept critical criticisms really well. And that's a big English. That is a big English. And is that what I say anyway? Critical criticisms? Is that the right word? Okay, all right. So I'm that kind of person who actually do accept it very well. I don't take offense, because I think sometimes people do see what you cannot see. And if they feel like they need to tell you, let you see what you cannot see. Look at how this looks, but I can tell you that it looks kind of orangey compared to my skin tone. So I think I'm going to leave it on and see the difference when I do the Fenty side. And I'm going to leave just a little bit on just to see the difference myself. Now, I've used this Fenty twice since I bought it 2 weeks ago. And it looks really great, but I don't want to hype myself right now until I actually can compare this and the MAC together, because I'm going to be using the other side of the brush of the of the beauty blender, so just to kind of see. So now this you squeeze out, and I was very local, like I said, you squeeze it out, you just squeeze it out. Okay, you squeeze it out. Okay. my undertone is really sort of bright, not too bright, but sort of bright. Then the top is dark from the acne scars and everything. So I struggle with, I think that's the reason, one of the reasons why I actually do struggle. So I've been trying on this Fenty. Now look at the Fenty. Let me move closer. Look at the Fenty. That's the Fenty. This is the MAC. That's the Fenty. This is the MAC. Okay. MAC looks a little bit orangey, like I said, for my skin tone. And Fenty, look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. Look at that. Look at that. Ha, 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 ha. Like, shout out to Fenty. Thank you, Rihanna, for saving us. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Like, I could fall in love with this. Like, I love you. Ooh, I love you. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going, look at this. This is a lifesaver. This is a lifesaver. Look at the MAC, okay? And as much as I love MAC, as much as I've been using this MAC foundation for the longest, and don't nobody said nothing to me and said, that kind of look orangey on your face. Maybe not too orangey, but it looks a little bit brighter for my skin color, especially my undertone. Look at this bad boy. I mean, look at this. Let me put it on again. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. Look at this. And I'm not really looking at the camera right now. I'm looking at the screen. Look at this bad boy. And now, look at this. Look at this. A little orangey. You can actually tell, just comparing it right here, we can actually tell the difference. And as much as I love MAC, okay, I love their lipstick. I love red, okay? So I love MAC. Like, no shade against MAC. No shade against MAC. I feel like if I had gone by myself, and I relaxed my hair, so I'm trying to get it done. If I had gone to the store by myself, because like I said, a friend of mine gifted me this MAC. If I had gone to the store by myself, maybe I could have actually found something like in my skin shade, my skin color, my skin tone. But because, she gotta be cheap. The MAC ain't cheap. MAC foundation ain't cheap. So as Fenty. Okay. So as Fenty. The Fenty covers up all my imperfection. Look at all of that. Now, covering up my imperfection is not really a big deal. Like, I go to work every day with my natural look. Okay? Like, I go to work every day with my natural look, my acne popping, my acne like looking like I'm about to be bust. Okay? Just bust me. Just press it and bust it. My acne looking like, you need to take me to the dermatologist because this is not working out. And I've been on your face way too long. And I need some antibiotic. Okay? That's how I go to work. Okay? So my imperfection doesn't really bother me that much because I'm not that much into myself, except when I wear Fenty. When I wear Fenty, I'm like, all right, like, okay, all right, I know she looks good. She looks really great. And you can actually say she looks great. Just say it. Just say she looks great. Yeah, she looks great. When I wear Fenty, I feel like that. And it's just been only 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Look at this. Look at this. Now, look at my MAC. And talking about that, this fine line that most of us do have around our mouth. I'm Nigerian. Around our mouth. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Look at how you know, and look at the Mac. Look at the Mac. Look at Fenty. Mac, Fenty. Mac, Fenty. And this, the one good thing I actually love about the Fenty foundation is the fact that when I went there and the guy had asked me if my face is so oily type or the dry type, and I said my face is really, really dry, just because from the acne. My face is dry. So he gave me this, that this is supposed to make your face go from dry to a little bit of moisture, compared to when you have oily face and you can get a different kind because your face is oily. So you need something very, very matte to matte out all your, oiliness when you have an oily skin. But with this, it makes it moisture. Look at that.